great self and love. I had a dream during my lunch break today. I just woke up now. I want to record this dream quickly so as not to forget it. In today's dream, I took an Air Canada Boeing 777, which was also a space shuttle. I was flying in first class and there was a black flight attendant named Xuan Nu who served me specially. Today, I originally didn't want to trouble Teacher Jin, but in the afternoon, I didn't know why I felt depressed again. I calculated on my fingers that I could talk to the teacher today, so in a hurry, I invited Teacher Jin, who was busy with everything. In order to express gratitude, I wanted to dedicate Xuanba to the teacher, but was scolded by the teacher. He said, although my surname is Kim, I am not Kim Il-sung, let alone Kim Jong-il. My name is Kim Da-jong, the gold of gold, the great big. The Chinese character stands for Zhongjung, Zhongyang and Zhonghua. I asked, doesn't it mean that gods, like science, have no national boundaries? The teacher said that the media has no nationality, but the possession of the media does have a nationality. I said, I'm sorry teacher, I invited Zhuanov to you without your consent. I'm really sorry. The teacher said it's not your fault because the ego is like what the Bible says. Give to others what you want to do to yourself. Food and color are also related because color is what the ego likes, so you also want to give the teacher some color to see, right? I immediately knelt down on my knees and said, I don't dare. The teacher said, get up just in time, today we will talk about love and sex in the personal world. Strictly speaking, in the world of the ego, as it is said, people no longer believe in love because there is none. Because of love, Venus has been shot down by the rich second generation with a golden arrow and became Pan-Jinlian. No, in the academic world these days, first there was the academic Daji from Western Polytechnic University, and now there is the academic King Zhou in Renmin University. This is all the result of the ego turning love into sexual bribery. First, there was King Zhou. Because the ego liked to abuse power and force girls into prostitution, Daji appeared. Sex, the teacher went on to say, in traditional Chinese wisdom, there has been a special treatise called Fangzhong Shu. In the West, it is translated as art in chamber. In it, men are compared to iron pots, while women are casseroles. Because today's men don't understand and have been trained by street girls, because they need to make quick money quickly, easily, and economically, there are quick snatchers. And because the casserole is slow to heat up, many women have never experienced love. In order to end this sport that I didn't like as soon as possible, I started lip-syncing. This is all going nowhere, I interjected. However, in modern times, because China has been completely westernized, it has regarded the magic weapon of its ancestors as feudal dross, and swept it into the trash can of history. Therefore, when the ancient version of Fangzhong Shu was unearthed in Mawangdui, the Chinese dismissed it and discarded it like a piece of shit, while the Japanese next to it took it and regarded it as a treasure. Because they know that this is the secret technique to cure diseases and prolong life. When the soul cannot get love, it will send out signals for help through the body, such as wrinkles, endocrine disorders, andrological diseases and gynecological diseases, etc. But modern people have abandoned traditional Chinese medicine and used the scalpel of Western medicine to cut off whatever is wrong. From the perspective of traditional Chinese medicine, this means treating the head for headaches and the feet for foot pain, treating the symptoms but not the root cause. If you cut it like this, since the root of the disease is still there, it can fight a guerrilla war with you. I'll see how much you can cut away. Therefore, according to the treatment method of Western medicine, how can the patient have any hope of survival? The solution, the teacher continued, I thought in my mind, okay, today is a conversation with God. The teacher said, don't interrupt. The solution is to get rid of the ego, let the two souls combine yin and yang, and have a great joy of yin and yang of heaven and earth. After an exercise, you can enjoy it heartily. It not only solves the psychological problems, but also dissolves the physiological problems. Disease, why not do it? However, people just choose to take shortcuts instead of taking the big road. As Lao Tzu said, the big road is very barren, but people like it. Capital took advantage of the situation and the medical beauty industry emerged. Unscrupulous doctors and hospitals with scalpels in their hands cut the waist and pockets. As a result, the Chinese people have 3 mountains including medical care. The solution is, as the opening ceremony of the Paris Olympics told you, make love not war, that is, make love, don't fight. The teacher said, I have put the truth in front of you, but you still look around and talk about it. What do you want me to do? Therefore, there is an old Chinese saying that is, first-class people teach with their eyes, second-class people teach with words, and third-class people teach with sticks. When the stick of the heavenly highway comes down, you are complaining that the sky has no eyes and has brought so many earthquakes, floods, and plagues. Ancient emperors all knew that when natural disasters came, they would issue an edict to punish themselves. But people nowadays only know how to look outside and look for scapegoats, but are not willing to look inward to see where they went wrong. When everyone looks outward, conscience is lost. And then there are issues with food safety, the relationship between doctors and patients, and the ethics of teachers, students, and teachers. I said, stop it, I understand, it's all the ego's fault. So how do we solve the problem? The teacher said, kill the ego, so-called, until the human heart dies, the Tao mind will not be born. I said, please spare me and give me a way to survive. The teacher said, yes, since we cannot maintain the principles of nature and destroy human desires, then we should examine ourselves 3 times a day and develop our conscience. I said, even so, I can't do it, especially now that the world of mortals is rolling in and the morality of the world is declining. How can I be like a lotus, emerging from the mud without being stained? The teacher said, that's all, I will play this practice game with you every day. I am different from Confucius, he wants bacon. I am a vegetarian and only want a small glass of lemon juice. I said, why? The teacher said that there is a proverb in the West called, life gave you lemon, you make lemonade. Translated into Chinese, it probably means that the edge of a sword comes from sharpening, and the fragrance of winter sweet comes from the bitter cold. I said, by the way, is it like Professor Wang, the philosophical prince of Fudan University, who needs to smoke first every time he takes a big class in order to perform effectively? The teacher said, yes, I am, and the teacher said that we have talked enough today, you should go back and digest it first, let's talk next time. I said, thank you, teacher.